Welcome back to the channel. This is Trinity Storm and you are watching second part of What If Naruto Mastered a Legendary Jutsu in Secret. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Now wasting no more time, let's start the story.
Naruto was getting frustrated after about 2 weeks since the bell test. He was irritated enough to return to the 4th Hokage's house and retrieve the scroll after learning that Hinata had discovered it. I'm still not noticing the letter in the hidden location. Not only because he hadn't been on any exciting missions, but also because Kakashi was only teaching them teamwork exercises. Worse, Sasuke and Sakura, mostly Sakura on Sasuke's behalf, were bugging him about how he got hold of the bell. Naruto wasn't showing it, but he was getting irritated. He didn't believe them enough to tell anyone else about his jutsu. Naruto and the rest of Squad 7 were currently on another vexing mission. Tora, the feudal lord's wife's cat, was the mission. "Can you see the target?" Kakashi inquired through the headset. "Yeah, I'm about 5 meters away." "Just give me the signal," Naruto replied. "Alright, go," Kakashi said. When the order was given, all three jumped in to corner the cat, and it was Naruto's responsibility to capture the cat once it was cornered. Naruto was relieved that the cat had been apprehended, but not so much when the cat decided to use him as a scratching post. "Got. Him. Ouch," reported Naruto. "Good," Kakashi said. "Can you confirm the red ribbon on the right ear?" "Yeah, target confirmed," Sasuke said. "Well done, team." "Mission. Capture lost pet was a success," Kakashi said. They then returned to the mission hall to report on their mission. In addition to picking up another D rank. Let's see. "We have a fence that needs painting, weeds that need to be picked, and a child that needs to be babysat," the third was saying when he was interrupted. "No way. I want a real mission, not another of these chores," Naruto said, irritated that they'd be assigned another chore. "Listen, Naruto, every day we receive missions ranging from babysitting to assassination. These missions are then taken and ranked based on difficulty. Genin, such as yourself, go on D or low, C ranked missions, but because you are fresh out of the academy, D ranked missions are your only option," the old Hokage explained. "Oh, come on, old man, I'm not the same little kid who used to play pranks anymore. I want a real mission," Naruto said, crossing his arms. "Naruto, you can't just call the Lord Hokage old man. It's disrespectful, and besides, Lord Hokage is correct. You're fresh out of the academy, and you need more experience before taking on a C-ranked mission," scoffed Iruka, who sat next to the third Hokage. "It's okay, Iruka. Naruto just wants to prove that he's no longer a brat, but a former brat," Hiruzen said to Iruka. I'll hear about it later. "It's a shame, but a C-ranked mission would be a good chance to see how Naruto got the bell," Kakashi reasoned. "So be it," said the third Hokage. Squad 7 responded, "HN? Please send in the client who Squad 7 will be protecting." The third was ordered. An elderly man in his 50s entered. He was dressed in glasses, a dark gray V-neck shirt, khaki pants, a towel around his neck, and a pointed hat. He slouched against the doorframe, holding a bottle of alcohol. "Are these the idiots supposed to protect me? They don't look like much, especially the short one with the funny face," the man remarked. Growled Naruto, knowing the man was referring to him. However, there was no retaliation. "I assure you, Tizuna, that they are more than capable of protecting you from any bandits," said the third Hokage. "Also, I'm a Junin, so you'll be completely safe with us," Kakashi added. "Alright then, I'm leaving soon," and I expect you to protect me even if it costs you your lives, Tizuna replied. Very well, team, we'll meet at the front gate of the village in 2 hours, Kakashi said, leaving via Shunshin. Squad 7 left the gate about 3 hours ago. Sakura, tired of the silence, decided to learn more about their client. So, Tizuna, where are you from, and what exactly do you do? Zuna replied, I'm from the land of waves and a master bridge builder. Kakashi-sensei, aren't there ninja in the land of waves? Sakura inquired, perplexed as to why their village was being hired. Kakashi raised his head from his book. They thought he was reading, but he was actually trying to figure out how Naruto got the bell. That was driving him insane. No. The land of waves has natural protection from the sea, so they don't see the need for a military, Kakashi explained, before going on to describe the 5 great nations, their villages, and their cages. After a few minutes, Kakashi noticed a puddle on the ground. After they passed, 2 figures emerged from the puddle and attacked. One jumped and wrapped the chain around Kakashi, connecting the 2. One down, said the ninja, who wore 2 horns on his headband. The chain then tightened, and everyone froze in surprise. The chain then ripped through Kakashi, shattering him. In an attempt to do the same, the 2 ninja raced toward Naruto. 2 down, the same ninja said. Before the chain could wrap around Naruto, Sasuke leapt into the air and threw a shuriken at it. The chain embedded the force of the thrown shuriken into the tree. Sasuke then threw a kunai in the middle of the shuriken to prevent the 2 ninja from using the chain as a weapon any further. I can't get loose, said the ninja, his headband adorned with 1 horn. Sasuke landed on their restrained arms and kicked both ninja in the face, placing a hand on either. Taking advantage of the situation, they severed their connection to the chain. Once free, the 2-horned ninja resumed his assault on Naruto, while the other pursued Tizuna. Sakura stepped in front of the ninja as they closed in on Tizuna. Stay back! Sakura exclaimed, drawing a kunai for defense. Sasuke then moved in front of Sakura, doubting her ability to deal with the incoming ninja. Gasp ** Sasuke? Sakura exclaimed, surprised to see him appear in front of her. Just then, Kakashi appeared, holding both unconscious ninja in his arms. Show off! Exclaimed Sasuke. Huh, Kakashi-sensei? Naruto and Sakura wondered. There was a pile of shredded logs where they saw Kakashi killed. He employed substitution jutsu. They pondered. We're saved, Tizuna thought. Well done, Sasuke, and well done, Sakura. I'm sorry I didn't show up earlier, Naruto. I didn't think you'd freeze up like that, Kakashi said as he began tying the 2 ninja to a tree. But by the looks of it, you didn't get hurt. Ah. Why? Sasuke didn't even flinch, as if he'd done this 1,000 times before. Sakura wasn't scared either. Why was I the only one who went numb? Naruto reflected, frustrated that he had froze in his first real fight. Hey! Scaredy cat, you're not hurt, are you? Scoffed Sasuke. You'll eat those words, Sasuke, believe me. Countered Naruto, wanting to fight Sasuke right now, but knowing that the mission came first. These 2 are known as the Demon Brothers. They are mischievous Chunin from the Mist Village. They keep fighting for as long as they can, which makes them somewhat formidable, Kakashi stated, silently impressed that Naruto did not attack Sasuke in response to that taunt. If you were still alive, why did you let the Genin handle them? Tizuna inquired. I needed to figure out who their target was. If it was a village feud or if they were hired to take out our client. Kakashi responded. How did you know we were going to launch an attack? Asked the ninja, holding one horn. A puddle on a sunny day after weeks of no rain. Don't you think it's a little out of place? Anyway, Tizuna, we need to talk, Kakashi explained. How come? Tizuna gulped. He inquired. You didn't say there'd be ninja after you. The mission was simply to keep you safe from bandits. This is now at least a B rank, which is out of bounds for this team. I'm sure you have your reasons for lying to us, but there's nothing we can do about it, Kakashi explained. This mission is too difficult for inexperienced genin like us. Naruto, for example, is incapable of dealing with it. On his first serious mission, he froze. We should go back, Sakura said, fearful of encountering more ninja. Kakashi looks at Naruto, knowing Sakura was correct but wanting a chance to learn Naruto's secret, decides to appear to agree with Sakura. Sakura does have a point. I suppose we'll have to return to the village, Kakashi said. So what? *GGGRRR**. I made a mistake, but it does not mean I will repeat it. I swear I'll protect that old bridge builder with my life. Naruto stated, eager to continue the mission. Alright, Tizuna, we'll take her to the border. We'll board the boat provided for us to enter the land of waves, and he'll explain his decision to us before I make the final decision when we arrive. Let's go, Kakashi said. They met a friend of Tizuna's at the border and were almost to the bridge when, "So Tizuna, care to explain?" Kakashi inquired. First and foremost, you are correct. This mission is off limits, at least for those genin. A wealthy man arrived about a year ago and took over all of our shipping operations. You've probably heard of him. His name is Gatu, Tizuna began his explanation. Are you referring to Gatu, the shipping magnate? Kakashi inquired, as he is one of the world's wealthiest men. Yes, that's him. On the surface, he appears to be a successful businessman, but underneath it all, he sells drugs and contraband. He's like a plague to our country, and he won't stop until we're dead. The only hope we have is to build this bridge that connects us to the mainland, Tizuna confirmed. But that still doesn't explain why you lied, Kakashi pointed out. Because of Gatu, everyone is poor, including the feudal lord. If this bridge is completed, life will return to this land, Tizuna concluded. That's why Gatu hired ninja to kill you. You're in his way, Sakura explained. If you end this mission now, I'll certainly die, but don't worry, my 10-year-old grandson will just cry his eyes out, and my daughter will despise and blame the Leaf Village for my death, Tizuna said, smiling to make them feel sorry for him. I guess we'll have to continue the mission then, Kakashi said. I win, Tizuna reasoned. When they arrived at land, they thanked Tizuna's friend and proceeded to Tizuna's house. This time, instead of Chunin, they'll send a Junin, and what the hell is Naruto's secret? How the hell did he get that bell? Kakashi wondered. Naruto, eager to prove himself, began searching for any sign of ninja. Even if there were none. There. Naruto exclaimed as he tossed a kunai into the bushes. This causes Tizuna and Sakura to panic. It's just a mouse or something, Naruto pretended. There was nothing there, you idiot. Exclaimed Sakura. Hey kid, are you trying to kill me by giving me a heart attack? Exclaimed Tizuna. Rustle. Naruto heard another rustle in the bushes and threw another kunai. Naruto, will you please knock it off already? Yelled Sakura as she smacked him across the head. But Sakura, there was something there this time, I mean it, Naruto explained as he went over to the bushes to demonstrate. He noticed a white rabbit. Naruto quickly grabbed it to apologize. As if it could comprehend him. That's a snow rabbit, but it's spring, so it should have brown fur, implying it was raised in captivity for the purpose of substitution jutsu, Kakashi reasoned. He could hear something approaching them. Get down, Kakashi commanded as a massive sword spun out of the trees. To avoid the sword, everyone jumps to the ground. Tizuna was brought down with Sasuke so he wouldn't be killed. The sword then embedded itself in a nearby tree, where a man stood. Everyone stood up and turned to face the man. He had dark hair and brown eyes. He was dressed in typical Mist Village stripped pants with matching wrist warmers and leg warmers. The insignia on his headband was on the left side of his head. Well, if it's not Zabuza Momochi, rogue ninja and former member of the Seven Swordmen of the Mist, Kakashi realized. Naruto was about to charge in when Kakashi stopped him with his hand in front of him. Everyone, back up. He's not someone you can take on. It'll be difficult for me unless I use this, Kakashi said as he prepared to remove his headband from his left eye. So, Kakashi the copy ninja, the man said to have copied over 1,000 jutsu and the owner of the Sharingan, Zabuza explained. What is a Sharingan? Wondered Naruto and Sakura. Sharingan? Sasuke wondered, not understanding what Zabuza was saying. Manji formation, surround and protect Tizuna. You'll have to fight me first, Zabuza. Ah, so I get to see the Sharingan so soon. Hey, I'm honored, Zabuza said. Alright, let's get started, Zabuza said, grabbing his blade and removing it. He then landed nearby on the water. Hidden Mist Jutsu, Ninja Art. The Genin from Squad 7 surrounded Tizuna as a dense fog began to move in. Zabuza had shifted his position on the water. He'll come after me first. He was a member of the Mist's Anbu Black Ops, masters of the silent killing technique, Kakashi explained. Basically, you won't know he was there. 8 points. Liver, lungs, spine, clavicle vein, jugular, brain, kidneys, and the heart, Zabuza said, startling the Genin. Heh heh, it appears that one of them is trembling, Zabuza concluded, referring to Sasuke. In response, Kakashi flared his chakra, causing some of the fog to disperse. Sasuke felt overwhelmed as he sensed the killing intent in the area from 2 Junin. Ah. So these are Junin. Such killing intent, it's unbearable, Sasuke thought, slowly raising his kunai, before Kakashi interrupted. Sasuke, relax. I will protect you with my life, Kakashi said, turning around with an eye smile, not wanting his student to do anything stupid. Heh heh, you know you can't keep that promise, Kakashi, Zabuza said, his voice coming from everywhere. Zabuza appeared unexpectedly between Genin and Tizuna. The old man is now mine, exclaimed Zabuza. Kakashi stopped Zabuza from seizing his blade by stabbing him with his kunai. Instead of dying, Zabuza morphed into a puddle of water. Nice try, Kakashi, Zabuza said as he swung his blade through him. This had the same effect as Zabuza. What? Nice try, Zabuza, Kakashi said, mocking Zabuza. I see you copied my water clone jutsu, and hid in the trees waiting for me to strike. Impressive, Zabuza said. It's over, Zabuza, declared Kakashi. Oh, on the contrary, Kakashi, Zabuza said from behind Kakashi. As Zabuza swung his blade toward Kakashi, the water clone dispersed. Kakashi reacted by ducking beneath the swung blade. Zabuza then lowered his sword to the ground and switched from his right to his left hand, giving him the chance to kick Kakashi. Unable to avoid the kick, Kakashi took it, hoping to escape into the water. Zabuza pursued, but came to a halt when he encountered Mitsubishi spikes. Mitsubishi spikes? Zabuza exclaimed as he shunshined away. Ah. Wrong. Something's this water is too heavy, Kakashi said as he surfaced. Too late. Exclaimed Zabuza as he appeared behind Kakashi, making hand gestures. Oh no. Exclaimed Kakashi, realizing he was in serious trouble. Zabuza used water style, water prison jutsu, to capture Kakashi. It's time for the brats now. Water clone jutsu. A water clone rose from the water and charged at the genin, wearing those headbands and pretending to be a ninja. Nobody knows what it's like to be a ninja. By the time I was your age, my hands were stained with blood. What exactly do you mean? Inquired Naruto. He's talking about how he became known as the Demon of the Mist, Kakashi explained. Ah, you've heard about our graduation exam, haven't you? Which exam? Asked Naruto, and Kakashi responded. About 10 years ago, a child who wasn't even a ninja slaughtered over 100 other students. As a result, the exams had to be rescheduled. Yes. Imagine being pitted against your best friend, with whom you've shared your dreams, had lunch, and spent so much time. Only to end their lives and become ninjas. Ha 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 ha. Naruto coughed as he was kicked by Zabuza's water clone, skidding to a halt, and noticing that his headband was missing. You don't deserve to be called a ninja if you've never even come close to death. You're useless, wet behind the ears, Genin. Unless you make it into my bingo book, I'll never consider you a ninja. Naruto, not one to take insults lying down, rose to his feet. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto yelled, spawning 25 clones. Shadow clones, you say? Kid is better than I expected. That's supposed to be a forbidden, A-ranked jutsu of their village, yet this brat makes it look easy. Zabuza said. Well, it's still not enough to beat me, Zabuza reasoned. Naruto and his clones charged in and dog-piled on top of Zabuza, but Zabuza overpowered Naruto and his clones, causing all of the clones to scatter. What were you doing, Naruto? You have no chance against a Junin like that. Yelled Sakura, noticing Naruto's headband was back on. Your headband? Was that what he was looking for? What are you up to? This battle was lost the moment I was apprehended. You must take Tazuna and flee. Yelled Kakashi. Hey, you ugliest freak with no brows. Put this in your bingo book, Naruto mocked. His name is Naruto Uzumaki, and he is the one who never gives up and will one day become Hokage. Sasuke, I have a plan. Let's hear it, Sasuke said. This can't end well. They will not listen to me. Not happening, you brats, Zabuza said as he knocked Sasuke down. Sasuke. Sakura yelled, worried about her crush. Shadow cloning jutsu. Naruto yelled, and the clones charged forward again, this time to save Sasuke. The outcome was the same as the previous time, except that Naruto was digging for something in his bag. Finding what he was looking for, Naruto tossed both items toward Sasuke, who had been freed. Sasuke caught the folded object. So that's it, nice going Naruto. Sasuke thought, while spinning a complete 360 degrees. Unfolding the weapon, Sasuke held it in front of him. Demon Wind Shuriken, Windmill of. Aiming for the true me, not bad. However, this is insufficient, said Zabuza, catching the shuriken. He then noticed the second shuriken, which he hadn't seen thrown. A second shuriken in the shadow of the first? This is the Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. But it is still insufficient, Zabuza said as he leapt over the second shuriken. Take this. Poof! Yelled Naruto as he released the transformation jutsu. Naruto then threw a kunai at Zabuza. Unable to do anything but dodge and release the jutsu holding Kakashi, Zabuza moved to his left, but not before getting cut by the kunai thrown by Naruto. Zabuza and Kakashi noticed the smoke bomb tied to the kunai went off at the same time. As a result, Naruto kicks Zabuza in the side of the head. Ah! Grunted Zabuza as he skidded back to the surface of the water. Naruto jumped into the water because he couldn't stand on it. Haha. You got it, you browless freak. Ha 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 ha. Naruto laughed as he emerged from the water. You tiny bastard. Zabuza yelled, enraged by the fact that he had been hit by a mere genin. Zabuza attempted to throw the captured shuriken at Naruto, clang only to be blocked by Kakashi's fist, the metal plate protecting his hand. Well done, Naruto and Sasuke, Kakashi exclaimed, relieved to be free of the water prison jutsu. Now, Zabuza, let's wrap this up. But I warn you, I won't fall for the same trick twice, Kakashi declared, while Naruto had returned to his teammate's side. Water style. Water Dragon Jutsu. Zabuza and Kakashi pushed back from each other and began a long series of hand signs. Both of them yelled as the two water dragons rose from the water and clashed, canceling each other out. So many hand gestures, and so quickly. Did he really imitate them all? Pondered Sasuke. Zabuza and Kakashi then began to run in circles, keeping each other in sight. Zabuza and Kakashi both stopped and began a new series of hand signs. Before they were interrogated, Zabuza thought, he is. Reading them, Kakashi completed Zabuza's thought. Did he read my thoughts? He is. Really pissed me off with that damn eye of his, Kakashi concluded for Zabuza, continuing to imitate Zabuza's hand signs. Continuing with his hand sign, Zabuza yelled, all you're doing is copying my, you can't beat me with those cheap circus tricks. Kakashi yelled back, continuing to copy hand signs. Zabuza came to a halt when he noticed an image of himself behind Kakashi. What is this, a genjutsu? He wondered. Zabuza pondered. Giant Vortex Jutsu. Water style. Kakashi stated. What? I was about to use the same jutsu as you. Why am I falling behind? Zabuza thought as he was hit by the jutsu. The jutsu slammed Zabuza against a tree, and Zabuza inquired, looking up to the branch Kakashi had landed on, how can you see the future? Yes, and I witness your demise. It's over, Kakashi said, pulling out a kunai. But before Kakashi could act, two senbon pierced Zabuza's neck, causing him to fall to the ground with a thud. I thank you for your assistance, said a young man in a separate tree. The young man had long black hair, a slender frame, and his shinobi outfit consisted of the standard Kirigakure pinstriped outfit which stopped at his knees, and around his waist a brown sash with a fringed trail wrapped around his waist twice, and a mask with red markings. Kakashi jumped down from the tree to see if Zabuza was still alive. He is dead, Kakashi concluded after not feeling a pulse. I must thank you. I've been waiting for an opportunity to take out Zabuza for quite some time, the boy said, bowing. Given his height and the sound of his voice, that mask means you're a tracker ninja of the hidden mist, Kakashi said. He's probably not much older than Naruto. Is he already a tracker? Kakashi pondered. Yes, you are correct, the boy replied. What exactly is a tracker? Naruto inquired. Perhaps you'd know if you listened instead of sleeping during a lecture. A tracker is someone who hunts down and kills ninja who have betrayed their village, Sakura explained. That is my job. I must depart at this time. Thank you once more for your assistance. Goodbye, the boy said, grabbing Zabuza's body and shining away. Well, it appears that the worst is over, Kakashi said, pulling his headband back over his eye. Yes, thank you for shielding me. You can all stay at my house until the mission is finished. It's the least I can do, Tazuna said. Naruto, just how deep? Kakashi began, collapsing unconscious. Thank you, Kakashi-sensei, yelled the three. What's the matter, sensei? Inquired Naruto. Sakura went over to check, and seeing nothing wrong, she came to one conclusion: he's fine. I probably just used up too much chakra, Sakura explained. Well, let's get your sensei over here so he can get some proper rest, Tazuna said, and Naruto and Sasuke picked up Kakashi and headed for Tazuna's house. When Kakashi awoke, he realized he was probably in Tazuna's house. Look guys, sensei just woke up, Naruto announced to the others. How are you doing, sensei? Sakura inquired. I've felt better. I'm not used to wielding the Sharingan for such long periods of time, Kakashi replied. Well, maybe next time you'll take it easy, said a young woman who had just walked in, wearing a pink shirt and a blue skirt that reached her calves. I'm Tsunami, your client's daughter. Nice to meet you, and thank you for allowing us to stay here for the duration of the mission, Kakashi said, to which Tsunami replied with a curt nod and left to prepare dinner. Ah, you're up, I see, Tazuna said as Tsunami walked away. First, I'll remove the bandages and drain some of the blood, stated the tracker ninja, who was about to remove the bandages when the corpse grabbed his arm. Enough already. I'll do it myself, Zabuza said, removing the bandages. You didn't have to go for the neck, Haku, you're so brutal. That is correct, but the neck has the most convenient access. There's no muscle that could capture the Senbon, Haku, the tracker, replied. How long are you going to put up with that stupid mask? Zabuza inquired. I liked this mask, and it was very useful to fool those ninja, Haku replied, taking off the mask. Despite being a boy, Haku had a very feminine look about him. Are you going to be alright next time you face them? Haku inquired. I'll beat the Sharingan next time, but I'm more concerned about that boy. I've never seen a boy move so quickly, Zabuza replied. Wait, wasn't it just a Shunshin Jutsu? Haku inquired. No, it was something else entirely. Something I've never seen before, Zabuza replied. Kakashi shot straight up, having just realized something. What's the matter, sensei? Sakura inquired. That brash young tracker. Do you recall the weapon he used? Kakashi inquired, already knowing the answer. Senbon, Sasuke replied. That's correct. Unless you hit a major blood vessel, Senbon aren't really deadly, Kakashi explained. But what difference does it make? Sakura inquired. Trackers are supposed to destroy a body on sight, and if they need proof, the head should suffice. Trackers are also taught everything there is to know about the human body and how it works. It's possible that this tracker is bogus. That means Zabuza is still alive, Kakashi explained. Aren't you thinking a little too much into this? I mean, the guy got hit in the neck, Tazuna said. That is correct, but anyone who is highly trained in the use of Senbon can cause a temporary death-like state by aiming at the neck. None of the Senbon struck the jugular, which would be the easiest to hit. And I forgot to mention, Senbon can kill if they strike vital organs, but that is difficult if the person's body is well trained and has a thick muscle structure, Kakashi explained. Looking at his students, Kakashi noticed that Sasuke appeared unconcerned, Sakura appeared scared but managed to hide it, and Naruto appeared excited. Oh boy, Naruto seems excited about this. Hopefully, this will provide an opportunity to see how Naruto got the bell and managed to hit Zabuza. Sigh, this will drive me insane if Naruto doesn't tell me. Us. How he did all that, Kakashi thought. Anyway, we can't rule out the possibility that Zabuza is still alive, and even if he isn't, we don't know if Gadu has already hired someone else to take you out to Zuna, Kakashi said. But sensei, if Zabuza is alive, aren't we at a disadvantage with you in this condition? Sakura inquired. Normally, yes. But anyone put in a coma-like state would need about a week to recover, which is about the same amount of time I'll be out of commission as well. Anyway, you guys will be training in the meantime. Training? What good is that? We don't stand a chance against Zabuza and that mated kid, yelled Sakura. Who was it that saved me in the first place? Kakashi asked, complimenting them. You three have grown, especially you Naruto, you've grown the most. By the way, Naruto, how did you manage to hit Zabuza in the first place? Kakashi inquired, dying of curiosity. The question surprised Naruto, who was enjoying the compliment. Well, Hee. Naruto struggled to respond to the question because he didn't want to tell his teammates yet. Hey, Grandpa! Exclaimed a young boy as he ran into the room towards Tizuna. The young man has spiky black hair and dark eyes. He wore a green jumpsuit with a yellow shirt and a pair of simple sandals, as well as a blue and white striped hat. Inari! Exclaimed Tizuna as he greeted his grandson. These are the ninja who protected me on the way home. Say hello. Inari looked at the ninja while hugging his grandfather. Grandpa, don't you see these weak people are going to be killed? Inari asked, sounding more like a statement than a question. Inari. Don't be so rude to our guests, Tsunami said as she returned to the room to see her son. It's okay, I'm rude to them too, ha 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 ha, Tizuna explained. Sigh asterisk, honestly, you too, dinner is ready, Tsunami said. Squad 7 went into the forest after dinner. Kakashi could walk, but only with the assistance of crutches. Kakashi came to a halt in a small clearing surrounded by tall trees. Alright, here's where you three will be training, Kakashi said. Kakashi-sensei, what exactly are we going to do? Sakura inquired. You will learn how to control your chakra, Kakashi replied. But sensei, we already know how to use chakra, so how is this supposed to help us beat Zabuza? Inquired Naruto. Naruto is correct. We know how to use chakra in order to use ninjutsu, Sasuke said. Kakashi began to explain, slightly surprised that Sasuke agreed with Naruto. No, you barely know the basics. Up to this point, you've only guessed at the amount of chakra required, and hoped that it would turn out right. Using too much or too little could cause the jutsu to not work at all. Okay, so what do we have to do? Sakura inquired. I'll show you, Kakashi replied. Kakashi directed his chakra toward the nearest tree. When he was finished, he began to walk up the tree, of course using his crutches. Whoa, he's walking up the tree. Now that I think about it, my lack of chakra control is probably the reason I can only use the Flying Raijin Jutsu. Like 10 times before I run out of chakra, so if this training does what Kakashi-sensei says, then I'll be able to use it a lot more. Alright, I got this. By the time I'm done, I'll probably be able to do the jutsu like 100 times. No wait, like 1,000 times. Naruto thought, excited at the prospect of using the 4th S jutsu better than before. Okay, I want you to each pick a tree. Then focus your chakra to the soles of your feet. It is said that mastering this will allow you to master any jutsu. Theoretically. Anyway, use your kunai to mark how high you've gotten. Then use your previous mark as your goal and surpass it, Kakashi explained, noticing Naruto's eyes had changed into big white saucers. They each took out their kunai and began running toward their respective trees, as instructed. Naruto only made it 2 steps before collapsing onto his neck. Ouch. Damn it. Cursed Naruto as he touched down. Sasuke made it about 15 feet before the bark beneath his foot cracked. Sasuke quickly backflipped and landed on his feet, marking his spot. TST, this is harder than I thought. The control has to be very precise, Sasuke thought. About what I expected from the two, Kakashi reflected. Hey. This is simple, Sakura exclaimed, sticking out her tongue toward her sensei. Nice work, Sakura, Naruto said. Damn, why is it so easy for her? Naruto mused, frustrated and envious that he hadn't made it anywhere on the tree. Well, so much for the famed Uchiha clan, and the future Hokage, taunted Kakashi, hoping to motivate the two boys. Shut up, Kakashi-sensei, don't be so mean to Sasuke. Yelled Sakura, oblivious to Kakashi's true intentions. In any case, Kakashi received the reactions he desired, as Naruto and Sasuke appeared even more determined. Phew, I'm exhausted. How are they still going? Sakura wondered after about an hour of climbing and staring at Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto hasn't made any progress. Any moment now, he'll complain and give up, Sakura reasoned. That is precisely what Naruto did. You're so predictable, huh? Pissed, Sakura. Do you have any hints you could give me, since you're so good at this? But please, don't tell Sasuke, okay? Asked Naruto, eager to master this exercise. He's asking for help. He's really maturing, isn't he? Kakashi pondered. Now, if only I knew what he did to hit Zabuza. Zabuza lay in his bed recovering in a hideout in the middle of the forest, in what appeared to be a massive treehouse. Whether you slam or not. Gato and his 2 bodyguards, each armed with a sword, slammed the door open. Licking your wounds, Zabuza? So much for the demon in the mist, more like you got beaten up like a rag doll, Gato said as he approached the bed. Gato, enraged, lunged for Zabuza, but was stopped by Haku's hand on his arm. Don't touch him with your filthy hands, Haku said, gripping Gato's arm tighter. Hearing the sound of swords being drawn from their sheaths, Haku appeared next to Gato's bodyguards. You shouldn't do that. I'm furious right now. He said this while holding the swords to their owners' throats. Okay, you have one last chance, so don't blow it. Gato said as he walked away with his bodyguards. You didn't have to do that, Haku, Zabuza said, revealing his hidden kunai after Gato had left. I understand, but killing Gato now would prompt them to come after us again, Haku responded. You're right, I sighed. Sakura was left in charge of protecting Tazuna the next day, and she stretched and yawned because there wasn't much to do. Are you always this sluggish? Tazuna inquired. Sakura simply laughed in response. What happened to the other 2? They're still practicing, I see. Sensei instructed me to protect you because I am the best, Sakura responded. Sure, Tazuna said sarcastically, causing Sakura's vein to bulge on her forehead. Tazuna, a man said to get Tazuna's attention. Gichi, what is it? Tazuna inquired. I've been thinking a lot. And I'm ready to leave, the man, now known as Gichi, stated. What? But why right now? We have just over a week until the bridge is finished, Tazuna responded, surprised by his friend's request. We've been friends for a long time, but Gatu is bound to notice us. And if you die, it's all over. I apologize. Why don't we just stop working on the bridge? Sigh asterisk, it's already past noon. Let's call it quits for the day. Gichi, you are not required to return tomorrow, Tazuna said as he began to pack his belongings and prepare to return home. Tsunami began cleaning dishes after everyone had finished eating at Tazuna's house. Excuse me, but why is someone ripped out of this picture? You've been staring at it the entire dinner, Inari, Sakura inquired. Tsunami responded after a moment of silence, it's my late husband. In this land, they used to call him a hero, Tazuna added, causing Inari to get up and leave, slamming the door on his way out and ignoring his mother's question, what are your plans? You know not to talk about him in front of Inari, father. Tsunami yelled as she ran after her son. What's the matter with Inari? Sakura inquired. There appears to be some sort of explanation, Kakashi said, eager to hear the story. The man in the picture was not Inari's biological father. But he adored him as if he were. Inari's biological father died when he was a child, too young to remember. The man's name was Kaiza, and we proudly called him a hero. Tazuna then went on to explain how Inari and Kaiza met, how Kaiza became the hero, and how he died at the hands of Gatu and his men. Inari no longer smiles or laughs. He no longer believes in heroes at all. The same is true for the entire country. Naruto landed on the floor with a thump asterisk. Where are you going, Naruto? Sakura inquired. Given your current state, training would be a bad idea right now, Kakashi added. I'm going to show that brat that heroes don't exist. They do exist. Naruto declared as he walked out to train some more. On the 6th morning before training, we find Naruto in the middle of the clearing where Squad 7's, mostly Sasuke and Naruto's, tree climbing exercise has been all week passed out. Not far away, Haku was gathering herbs to help Zabuza recover when he spotted Naruto sleeping in the clearing. Haku knelt down and placed his hand over Naruto, debating whether or not to just kill him now and spare him and Zabuza. When Naruto opened his eyes, he saw a beautiful young girl above him, and he said, "Oh, hi. What exactly are you doing out here, sis?" Naruto inquired, completely unaware that Haku is a man. I'm gathering herbs to aid a friend in his recovery, Haku explained. Do you mind if I assist you? Be my guest. After a half hour, Haku's basket was nearly full. I couldn't get over the fact that you're a ninja. What were you doing out here in the first place? Haku inquired. I was practicing. So that I can become stronger, Naruto responded. You already appear to be strong. Isn't that sufficient? No, I need to gain a lot of strength. I want to be recognized, and I need to prove something to a small child. Oh, so you're doing this for someone else? Huh? Naruto replied, not knowing what Haku meant. I believe that fighting to protect something can make you naturally strong, Haku clarified. Naruto agreed, recalling his mission to save Iruka in the story of Inari's father. Yes, yes, yes. I understand now. I completely agree with his trademark smile, Naruto said. You'll become very strong someday, Haku said as he stood up to leave. See you around, sis, Naruto said. You might be interested to know that I'm a boy, Haku replied. Whaat. No way, he was more beautiful than Sakura or Hinata. What kind of place is this? Pop**. What were you thinking, Sasuke? You missed breakfast, you loser, Sasuke replied, and the two of them resumed their training for the day. Later that night, Kakashi, Sakura, and Tazuna were waiting for Sasuke and Naruto at the dinner table. Can I ask you a question? Tazuna inquired. Go ahead, Kakashi said. Why are you still protecting me despite the fact that I lied about the mission? Abandoning your duty is not courageous. There is nothing beneath the courageous. Huh? It comes from our previous Hokage. That is how the shinobi do things. Shinobi do not relocate solely for financial reasons, Kakashi elaborated. It appears you're almost better, Haku said. We'll start our attack in the morning, Zabuza said. That's excellent. Have you found a counter for that blonde brat, by the way? I haven't, no. I can't find a way to stop it without knowing how he did it. I see, so we can't give the brat a chance to use whatever it is, Zabuza explained. So, you two have returned. How did it go? As Sasuke came through the door with Naruto's arm over his shoulder, Kakashi asked. Huff*, we completed the task. Huff, we finally made it to the top, Naruto responded with a huff. Alright, you two will start protecting Tazuna tomorrow. After dinner was finished and Tsunami began washing the dishes, Inari became frustrated as he noticed Naruto's exhaustion from training. What? Naruto inquired, noticing Inari's attention. Inari slammed his hand against the table and started yelling, Why do you put in so much effort? You're going to die anyway. PFF'd. Maybe you, but not us. Gato cannot defeat a ninja on his own or with the help of a gang of thugs who follow him around like lost puppies, Naruto responded because he had grown tired of Inari's attitude over the last week. Yes, exactly. You should just keep your mouth shut. You have no idea what it's like to suffer in this country. Naruto snapped, knowing he had suffered from loneliness for most of his life. So you're okay with playing the victim? I've got some bad news for you. I don't want to hear it, you fucking craybaby. There are plenty of people who have suuffered more than you. Inari sobbed his way out of the house, slamming the door behind him. You had no right to yell at an Inari like that, Naruto. Rig, go apologize, Sakura began before being cut off. Get the fuck out. You have no idea what it's like to suffer, so mind your own damn business. While everyone was surprised that Naruto reprimanded his teammate, Naruto went up to their room. I never expected to see that. I'd heard Naruto had a thing for Sakura. When it comes to Naruto, Inari did hit a sensitive spot, Kakashi reflected. He screamed at me? Why? I mean, what was the point of that? Sakura questioned herself. HMPF. I didn't think the loser could yell at Sakura, Sasuke reflected. What was the point of that? Naruto made it sound as if he had it worse than Inari or the rest of us, Tazuna inquired about Naruto's backstory. What was that all about? And if he doesn't have a good reason, I'm going to beat him up, Sakura asserted her claim. Ignoring what Sakura said, Kakashi explained without saying everything. Well, it's mostly a matter of opinion, but Naruto has suffered more than most children his age, he said, drawing puzzled looks from the others. Naruto has spent most of his life alone and is not well liked in the Leaf Village. Naruto has never had many friends as a result of this. Even now, it appears that he does not consider Sasuke or Sakura to be his friends. But he appears to be a sweet boy. Why don't people like him? Tsunami inquired. Because he's always pulling pranks on people, Sakura explained. No, Naruto played pranks in order to be recognized in some way. Many people ignored him before he began pranking them. They pretended he didn't exist, which is why he pulled all those pranks. So that people could see him and know he was still alive, Sakura was corrected by Kakashi. That's correct, but it still doesn't answer my question. Knowing he couldn't tell them the truth, Kakashi had no choice but to lie. Naruto was discovered outside the village the day after the Nine Tails attack, so he was born during the attack, as far as we know. As a result of that unfortunate coincidence, Naruto serves as a constant reminder of that fateful day. The others in the room reacted differently to Kakashi's story. Sasuke seemed unconcerned, Tazuna and Tsunami felt sorry for the boy and wished they could help him in some way, and Sakura appeared to regret her earlier conclusion. What about his parents, though? Tsunami inquired. He was discovered, as I previously stated. In other words, he has none, and no one wanted to adopt him, Kakashi responded. Oh. A few minutes later, Kakashi explained to Inari why Naruto yelled at him, and that Naruto, like his father Kaiza, knew what it meant to be strong. The next morning, Kakashi and Squad 7, minus Naruto due to exhaustion, left with Tazuna toward the bridge. Minutes later, Naruto awoke and inquired about his teammates' whereabouts. Upon learning that they had left without him, Naruto quickly dressed and rushed out the door. A few minutes later, while rushing through the trees, Naruto heard a rustling noise and decided to investigate, discovering a clearing with a dead boar in the center. These cuts were made with a sword, And there are cuts all over the place, and it appears that whoever did this is on his way to Old Man Tazuna's house. Not good. I need to get going, Naruto said as he jumped back into the trees the way he came. Tazuna and Squad 7, minus Naruto, arrived at the bridge and couldn't believe what they saw. All of the workers were dying or already dead. Tazuna rushed up to one of them and asked, "Who did it?" As the man passed out from blood loss, all they got was, a demon. So, they've already arrived, eh? Kakashi reflected. Back at the house, Naruto arrived just in time to see Tsunami unconscious and Inari charging the two Wantobi samurai. Seeing that Inari was about to be killed, Naruto decided to use the Wantobi samurai's katana jutsu of substitution. The first time was with Inari, and the second time was with a log, which had a seal that the two swordmen didn't notice. "Tease, a substitution," said the man with the bandana, turning around to see Naruto staring at them. Naruto dropped a smoke bomb just as they were about to charge, causing the two swordmen to stop their movements and raise their guard. While under the cover of smoke and unseen by everyone, Naruto used this opportunity to use the Raijin Jutsu in the air. Naruto appeared behind them and grabbed their heads, slamming them into each other hard enough to knock them unconscious. Inari dashed toward Naruto after the smoke cleared. "Naruto, how did you do that? And how did you find out they were here?" Inari inquired. "Ninja must keep their secrets hidden, Inari. Anyway, I saw a boar and some trees that were all cut up, and they led me here. So I figured this place would be attacked, and I arrived to save the day." He, Naruto replied, smiling. "Anyway, Inari, I'm sorry for calling you a fucking crybaby. You were very brave right now. Anyway, I have to leave because my team probably needs me right now. I'll see you later." Naruto dashed off toward the bridge. Although it didn't start out that way, Sasuke managed to keep up with and surpass Haku in speed until Haku decided to use his crystal ice mirrors or a secret jutsu. The fact that Haku was surrounded by a dome of mirrors gave him a significant advantage. Sasuke had already calculated that the reflections in each mirror allowed him to travel at high speeds, faster than his eyes could keep up with. Damn. I'd be able to read his moves if I had my Sharingan, thought Sasuke. Suddenly, he heard his name called, and looking over, he saw a kunai thrown by Sakura in the hopes of assisting him, but Haku appeared from behind a mirror and caught the kunai. "I'm sorry, but you won't need this," Haku said, just before a shuriken struck his mask, causing Haku to fall out of the mirror to the ground and leaving a gash-like mark on his mask. Haku got up and looked around to see who had thrown the shuriken, but the perp was not visible. What caused it to appear? If it hadn't been Kakashi or the girl, Zabuza would have said something by now. "It wasn't even this boy, because I had him in my sights. I see now, it's that other boy. But where has he gone?" Haku pondered, not knowing where he was. "That blonde brat has arrived. But where has he gone?" Zabuza was irritated by the interruption. "Is this Naruto or something? But, if he is, where has he gone?" Sakura and Tazuna reflected. Excellent work, Naruto. Just stay out of sight and continue to distract Haku. Kakashi reflected, relieved that Naruto was using his head. In the meantime, Naruto has been hiding in the mist, waiting for another opportunity to strike. He had some shadow clones under the bridge placing seals, so he could move to a new location at a moment's notice. Fortunately for him, the seals did not vanish when his shadow clones dispersed, giving him the advantage. Whenever he used a seal, he would simply replace it with another before attacking again, allowing him to attack and not be caught. About 10 minutes had passed since Naruto arrived, and it had been interesting to say the least. Kakashi and Zabuza had resumed fighting, Haku and Sasuke had resumed fighting, and Sakura was still protecting Tazuna. Zabuza had thickened the mist in order to keep Naruto from helping Sasuke, but it wasn't working. Naruto knew Kakashi wouldn't fall for tricks like last time, and would keep Zabuza too busy too. How does he have so many weapons? Anyone else would have left a long time ago, of course. Sasuke wondered the same thing, but he didn't care because it was saving his ass. Naruto was aware that he would soon run out of weapons, so he used the Raijin Jutsu in the air. To move in his weapon's path, catch them, place a new seal, and move to a new spot, which he did over and over. Man, the training Kakashi-sensei gave us was invaluable. I can now use this jutsu almost whenever I want, Naruto reflected, grateful for the tree climbing practice. After noting the average time it took Naruto to attack, Haku had no choice but to adjust his tactics. For the next few minutes, he made faster and shorter attacks, giving Naruto less time to attack. Fortunately for Haku, it was working. Now all he had to do was keep it up. Naruto was frustrated because he couldn't hit Haku anymore. Every time he tried, Haku stopped his assault on Sasuke before he threw his weapons. Oh, no. I'm not allowed to hit him anymore. I can't just throw before he attacks because he'll take my weapons and... That's all. Naruto considered his options and began sealing all of his kunai and shuriken, not knowing which one Haku would grab. Naruto waited for Haku to attack again, and then waited some more. Naruto threw his kunai and shuriken, confident that Haku would stop them and cause him to run out of weapons to use. Haku did exactly that, adding a smoke bomb to the mix of weapons, which went off just as Haku knocked a kunai with a seal on its handle, Raijin Jutsu, in the air, and grabbed his left hand, delivering the hardest kick to the gut he could muster, causing Haku to fly into his ice mirror, but instead of merging, he slammed against it, causing a crack and knocking the wind out of him. How did he manage that? Hey, loser, how did you do that? Sasuke wondered. Sasuke inquired. Now was not the time to be concerned about that, Sasuke, Naruto said as he grabbed Sasuke. Naruto threw down his final smoke bomb and vanished from within the dome. If it hadn't been for Naruto, Sasuke would have fallen due to the jutsu's side effects. We're now outside of the dome. Are you okay now, Sasuke? Yeah. But how come you didn't get me out of there sooner? We wouldn't have had to do what we were doing back then, as he got his footing beneath the bridge, Sasuke replied. I didn't really consider that. Probably because he'd try to get us both in that ice dome thing if I did, Naruto explained, offering the only explanation he had at the time. Anyway, that jutsu should have taken up quite a bit of chakra. So we should try to get him out now, before he gets caught in that dome. For once, the loser has a point. Right. Just don't get in my way, loser. There's a first time for everything. Simply back me up, Sasuke stated. What do you think I've been doing all this time, you moron? Sipping tea? Naruto hissed loudly. Whatever, let's do it. Before following him, Naruto noticed that Sasuke's eyes were different. They were blazing red, like Kakashi's Sharingan, but in both eyes instead of just one, and instead of 3 comma marks, the right eye had 2 and the left eye had 1. Shrugging it off for the time being, Naruto followed Sasuke. Back on top, Haku had changed tactics with his jutsu because the dome was no longer useful. He released most of the mirrors and spread the rest around the area, hoping to catch his 2 opponents when they returned. He didn't have to wait long, as he saw Sasuke come back on top of the bridge. He waited to see both of them before striking, but just a few seconds later Naruto came up. When Sasuke noticed Haku approaching them at a high speed, or rather Naruto, he turned around and jumped in the way, taking the attack meant for Naruto. After taking the attack, Sasuke retaliated by grabbing Haku and throwing him back the way he came. Thud **, Sasuke. When Naruto saw Sasuke fall to the ground, he went to his knees and picked up Sasuke, asking, "Why? Why did you come to my aid? I didn't need your assistance." I'm not sure. My body simply moved on its own. My brother is still alive, and I said I'd live until I killed him. Naruto, don't die, Sasuke said as he passed out and lost consciousness. Haku waited a few moments before speaking. He put his own life in danger to save yours, despite knowing it was a trap. Is this your first time witnessing a death? I'm sure it's tough for you, but that's the life of a shinobi. Stop talking. I will not forgive you. I'm going to kill you. Naruto spoke as the chakra of the 9 tails flowed through and around his body. What exactly is that, Kakashi? No, it's far too powerful to be him, Zabuza pondered. This isn't looking good. The seal has loosened, and I need to act quickly. Zabuza, we're both busy men. So let's try one more move, winner takes all. Kakashi expressed his desire to put an end to this right now. Okay, interesting. The quicker I kill you, the quicker I get paid, Zabuza responded. What? Chakras aren't supposed to be visible, but I can see them. What exactly is that boy? Haku reflected, convinced that he was in serious trouble. Yay, that's an understatement, lol. Standing up, Naruto charged Haku, making him look like a snail in comparison to him. Landing a powerful punch to Haku's face, Naruto sent him flying, and as Haku tried to get up, Naruto began charging again. Haku's mask cracked and fell to the ground at his feet. Naruto paused just before his fist connected, realizing it was the boy he met in the woods under that mask. He had asked, "So you were that boy in the woods?" From there, Haku told Naruto about his life, how his father murdered his mother and then him, and how no one wanted him except Zabuza. Naruto, I want you to kill me, Haku said. No. There must be another option. Naruto stated. There isn't one. I'm just a useless tool for Zabuza. So, please, murder me, Haku responded. Hesitantly, Naruto drew his kunai and charged toward Haku, intent on killing him as soon as possible. Zabuza was pinned down by Kakashi's ninja hounds, and to make matters worse, Kakashi was in front of him, holding what appeared to be lightning in his palm. "This time you won't get away, Zabuza, I guarantee it," said Kakashi as he began his charge. Haku caught Naruto's armed hand and said, "I'm sorry, but there is one more use I can be for Zabuza." With a few one-handed hand signs, Haku vanished. Naruto, assuming what he meant, used the Raijin Jutsu in the air. As a result of the seal he placed on Haku when he first kicked him. Kakashi was taken aback when Haku appeared before him, shielding Zabuza, but not nearly as much as when Naruto appeared, kicking Haku in the head away from Kakashi's target, Zabuza's heart. Naruto used the force of his kick to fall in the opposite direction of Haku, allowing Kakashi to hit his target just before the ninja hounds vanished because the scroll Kakashi used to summon them was pierced by. How did he get here so quickly? Oh, no. It must have been his secret jutsu that I missed. How could I have missed it when it was right in front of me? Sigh. Oh well, Zabuza is dead, and the boy appears to be unconscious. When he heard someone new arrive on the scene, Kakashi's thoughts were interrupted. They appear to have failed yet again. At the very least, the rest of them appear to be severely weakened. Gato spoke with 50 armed men by his side. Gato, has he finally arrived? This is going to be difficult with him still alive and me as worn out as I am, Kakashi said, trying to think of something, but being almost out of chakra, he only had one option. Naruto. Naruto? Kakashi looked around and saw Naruto gathering his weapons from where the dome of ice mirrors once stood. He was about to speak when Naruto returned to his side, but was cut off. "Hello, you orange-clad brat. Is that young man still alive?" Gato said, motioning to Haku. "What's it to you?" Naruto inquired. Gato responded, "I want you to bring him over here so I can teach that punk a lesson for breaking my arm." Naruto, that's Gato. Kakashi began, but was cut off by Naruto. "Yeah, sensei, I figured that much. Listen, I don't have a lot of chakra. So I need you to use your secret jutsu to at least knock out those men, and I'll handle Gato," Kakashi elaborated. "Do you mean murder him?" Naruto asked, and when he got a nod, he asked another question. "Did you see the jutsu?" After receiving a shake of the head, Naruto asked, "Do you have any smoke bombs, Kakashi-sensei?" Kakashi nodded, confused, and handed Naruto his 15 smoke bombs. Naruto still doesn't seem to trust everyone enough to show us his jutsu. Oh well, it doesn't matter right now, Kakashi had a thought. Naruto explained his plan to Kakashi as he took them. "Don't worry, sensei. I'll look after Gato. He's nothing more than a rotten piece of shit that deserves to die. He's the reason Sasuke died." Sakura let out a gasp as she came over to ask Naruto how Sasuke was when she heard him say what happened to Kakashi. Sakura and Tazuna went to Sasuke's body once she found him. Ha! What can a little worn-out kid do against a swarm of fresh-armed bandits, huh? Gato mocked. Naruto jumped high into the air and threw all but 2 of his weapons and all but 1 smoke bomb at the large group of people, his weapons going toward the group and the smoke bombs in front blocking Kakashi's view from the group. Once the smoke bombs went off, Naruto used his last smoke bomb under the cover of smoke, Raijin Jutsu in the air, to finish everyone in the group, including Gato. When the smoke cleared, all Kakashi could see was Naruto covered in blood and surrounded by corpses. Could it be that Naruto? No, that jutsu was lost a long time ago. But how then? Kakashi pondered, finally beginning to understand how Naruto was able to do everything he did, from ringing a bell to hitting Zabuza to this very moment. Naruto began walking back towards Kakashi's side, but he abruptly dropped his kunai and ran to the side of the bridge, where he began throwing up over the side. I was wondering how long he would last. He's never killed before, so this won't be easy for him. And with his situation, he could completely misinterpret it. Kakashi thought. Kakashi began to hear the sound of rapid footsteps, and turning around, he saw the citizens of the Land of Waves. Inari was the first to arrive in Kakashi, and he inquired about something. What became of Naruto? Is he ill? No. Do you see the crowd over there? The rest of the group had just arrived next to Inari and Kakashi when Kakashi asked, pointing to the slain bandits. What do you think? Inari wondered where this was going. They're all gone now. This is Naruto's first time killing anyone, so it's difficult for him to accept that what he did was for the right reasons, Kakashi explained, drawing gasps from Inari and Tsunami. Naruto wanted to avenge Sasuke's death, and he blamed Gato. I believe you understand the rest. Kakashi then went to see Naruto about his first kill. I'm sorry, Naruto. I should not have let you kill everyone on your own. I just wanted to let you know, Kakashi began before being cut off. I understand, Kakashi-sensei. I won't misinterpret it. I'm not that stupid. I simply do not enjoy killing, Naruto stated. I see. Well, Naruto, you may have to kill again, but remember to kill for the right reasons, Kakashi responded. I recognize you, sensei. I will not kill unless it is necessary to protect those I care about. That's great. Let's go and comfort Sakura, said Kakashi. Sakura yelled before they got too far away. Hey, guys, Sasuke is fine. He's still alive. Psi**, that's great. Naruto, don't you think? Kakashi inquired. Yeah, that's great, Naruto said, smiling. Oh, I have to check on Haku. Haku had just awoken at Tezuna's house and was sitting in Tezuna's living room. Please, Naruto, kill me. I don't have anything to live for, Haku stated. What? What makes you want to die? Sure, Zabuza is dead, but Sakura began before being cut off. Exactly. My dream was to protect and serve Zabuza until he realized his, Haku elaborated. What was his vision? Sakura inquired, and Kakashi responded. Is it safe to assume that Haku will make another attempt and this time succeed in killing the fourth Mizukage? I assure you, he had his reasons, Haku replied. What were those reasons? Naruto inquired. The fourth Mizukage was responsible for the bloodline purge. Even started Zabuza was determined to put an end to it because he saw how it was eroding the Land of Water and Hidden Mist Village. He did it for me and others in my situation. He didn't say anything, but I knew why he did it, Haku elaborated. So he wasn't exactly a bad guy. Instead of dying, why don't you live on and carry on his dream? Naruto inquired. Huh? That was the reaction Naruto received from everyone in the house, including Haku. Make Zabuza's dream into your own. I'm sure that's what he'd want if he died and you'd survived. What do you think? I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, does it, Kakashi-sensei? Naruto explained. As long as he doesn't kill innocent people, I guess he'll be fine. But, because he dislikes killing, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem, with an eye smile, Kakashi responded. I suppose I could, Haku said, but is it really okay with all of you? Sure, you did a lot of damage to little Sasuke. But he's fine. He won't hold it against you. Ha 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 ha. Naruto replied. Who are you calling little, shorty? Scoffs Sasuke. What do you think, Sasuke? Naruto. Stop. Sasuke is injured. As a result, Squad 7 fought amongst themselves until dinner time. After a few days, Squad 7 was on its way home. Haku left on his own after his injuries had healed somewhat. Squad 7 left after the bridge was finished and Naruto and Inari said their final goodbyes. Sakura had asked Sasuke out on a date, but he had declined. Naruto tried his luck, but was thwarted by a punch to the back of the head. When Kakashi said this, Squad 7 had just entered the village. Go ahead, and I'll report to the Hokage. Yes, his team replied. Naruto and Sasuke parted ways, each thinking about what had happened. Sasuke risked his life for me. Maybe if I had told them from the start what I could do, that wouldn't have happened. I should have trusted them, but I can trust them now as long as they don't tell anyone. But there is something I have to do first. This mission showed me that life can be too short, and I've been way too hesitant about something. But I gotta at least take a chance.
So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more awesome stories like this. Thank you. See you all in my next video.